do this every single time you get your paycheck. First of all, you need to have an account that handles your entire budget. So that can be the account that your salary goes to, or you can have a specific account that you send all your income to. Then, from this account, you want to then disperse money based on your budget to other accounts that you can then do your expenses from. So, follow me as I do a monthly budget for a paycheck of $200,000 for a single person living in Jamaica. I have my monthly budget planner here open, so I just need to go to income and I'm going to add my income, which is salary, and the amount is $200,000. From here, I want to go to my budget planner and I'm going to start adding all my budget items. Now, you typically want to follow the 50-30-20 rule, which is 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. So I'm going to go ahead and add my needs first. So housing, I have rent, and rent is $45,000. Then I have my electricity bill, and that is say $12,000. Then I go on to my water bill. So we're adding the actual utilities right now. This is about $3,000. And the reason why we're kind of just adding an estimate is because we have not gotten the actual bill as yet. So the bill is a variable expense. So I know I have to pay it every month. I don't know exactly what it is yet though. So you average the past utility bills. So let's say on average, my water bill normally comes up to $2,700, right? Budgeting $3,000 for it is a good mark because the bill won't come as high as 3,000 unless something drastically happens, which means whatever I budget here usually covers the bill. And when the actual bill comes, I'll save maybe $200 or $300, right? So that's how you want to do your utility bills. The next bill that I have is my internet bill. So for internet is typically the same every month. So that's $9,500. And I also need to buy drinking water. So I usually budget $2,000 for drinking water. So that's the water that you can go and either get a refill or just get some new bottles. Once I have the budget for the house, I'm going to move on to transportation. So down here we have transportation, and what this really is anything related to traveling to your car. So your gas, your toll money, if you have a car loan, if you have fitness and insurance coming up, anything related to you getting out of the house and going into your car or taking a taxi or a bus, it is a part of your transportation budget. So I just have gas and toll to deal with. So gas and toll typically is $25,000. And I own my own car, so I don't have a monthly payment on that. Now, if you are making $200,000, please do not go and take out a car with a monthly payment of $75,000. That does not make sense. Get a car that's affordable, hopefully something that you can pay off really quickly, and then all you have to worry about is your gas and your toll. After transportation, I want to take a look at my food. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select food. I typically do two types of food spending. The first is groceries, and groceries this month is $30,000. And then I also want to do eating out. So typically I'd put this at $10,000. And what this is like if I go and buy juicy patties or KFC or Burger King, or if I go and get some Chinese food, or if I go and sit down at Saffron, whatever it is, it has to either come out of your groceries or your eating out budget. So with that, I've covered my needs, so everything to do with my housing, my transportation, and my food. So once all my bills are paid, once I have gas and toll money to go to work, and once I have food, I'm good. The rest of it now is what I have to play with. So once you finish your needs, it's a good idea to go over to your dashboard and take a look at where you currently are. So right now, from my income of $200,000, I already have a total expense of $136,500, and the money that I have remaining is $63,500. The total in bank is the same as my income, which is $200,000. And this is very important because you want to do this before you start spending any money. If you start spending before you do your budget, then you're going to have to struggle to try to remember what you spent this money on, and that can start to create a problem for you. So do this before any spending start. So now I can go back to my budget tab and I'm going to add my entertainment. So for entertainment, I have things like subscription, and this subscription covers like Netflix, Crunchyroll, your Amazon Prime Video, whatever it is, it falls under here. So typically that's what I use for entertainment. If I'm planning to go somewhere, then I'd add some more things for entertainment. Or if I'm going to buy, say, a new video game, that's also entertainment. So categorize that as you go. Then I want to go ahead and give myself a little personal allowance. So I'm going to go down and go to personal allowance, and this is just my monthly allowance, and I'm going to set that at $15,000. This is to go and buy any little thing that I want to buy within reason, right? Because you don't just want to go and be spending all over the place on the things that you want when you have not even covered the things that you need. Now I can check back on my monthly budget planner and see I have $38,500 left. So I want to go back to my budget and go down here, and now we're going to take a look at savings and investment. I'm going to save $20,000, and I'm also going to set aside some money for emergencies. So this is for my emergency fund, and I'm going to put that at $8,000. So your savings is typically split up into three sections: your monthly savings, your emergency fund, and investments. So you must have a monthly savings. Your emergency fund is for emergencies. We'll touch on that in another video. And your investments, so like investing in stocks, if you have investment accounts at banks, if you're investing into your friend's business or even into yourself, it all goes here. Once I'm done with that, I can clearly see that I have $10,500 left, and I want to put this as miscellaneous. Now, miscellaneous is a very important category because this category deals with life. Now, life is unpredictable and anything can happen. You can be driving and you burst a tire, and now you need to get that fixed. Obviously, you did not plan to change your tire in your budget. So this money typically comes from your miscellaneous, not your emergency fund, but your miscellaneous. So if you budget every dollar for your wants and your needs and your savings, then when life inevitably happens, you sometimes don't have a crutch to lean back onto. So always leave some money for miscellaneous activities. Now that I've completed my budget, I can go back to my dashboard and I can see my total income of $200,000 and also my total expenses of $200,000. Now I'm ready to spend. So I can go to my expenses tab, and whenever I do my spending, I can update the tab here. So let's say I immediately go and I start to spend, right? So you can see under budget type, these are all the budgets that we added to the tab. So I'm going to go ahead and pay my rent, and I'm paying my rent via bank transfer. Oh, I spelled transfer wrong. Come here. Right. The rent is $45,000. And once I add my expense to my expense tracker and I go back to my budget, you can see the amount that I budgeted for and the actual money that was spent. If I go to my dashboard, you can see that I now have $155,000 in the bank. And this is what you want to be doing. As you go through your day and you accumulate expenses, you need to come here. It just takes about 10 minutes out of your day every evening to say, okay, I went to the grocery store today, I paid my water bill today, and you just add it to your expense tracker. If you wait until the end of the week, then this might become a tedious task and it might be difficult for you to grasp, okay? Because you might see something in your bank transcript of a $5,000 transfer with no notes, and now you're trying to figure out, what did I use this money for? So at the end of each day, take 10 minutes and add your expenses to your expense tracker. And that is it. That is how I budget my paycheck every single month to ensure that I always keep track of my money, I always hit my financial goals, and I always know exactly what is going on with my life financially. If you do not have a budget and you want to get this budget planner that I'm using here, you can head on over to my website at imaginedigitalstore.com and get your copy of this monthly budget planner. Also, if you want more videos like this, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below letting me know exactly what you want to see. I can also do a budget plan for your budget, for your paycheck. So do let me know, and I hope you have a good day.